In the run-up to Indonesia's legislative elections on April 9th, Channel NewsAsia takes a look at the many issues facing parties and voters. This year, Indonesians below the age of 30 will make up a third of the 187 million registered voters. About half of them are first-time voters, but there are concerns that many will not cast their ballots. And it's prompted democracy advocacy groups like Ayo Vote or Let's Vote to work the ground and try to educate young Indonesians about their rights. Sujadi Siswo takes a closer look.
It's Politics 101 for these young Indonesians. Workshops like these help them understand the country's political system before they cast their ballots in the upcoming elections.
Most of them, the Indonesian youth, they don't really know about this thing because the level of political knowledge is very, very low here. So most of them don't really know about what's really the task of the House of the Parliament. What do they do there in that building?
To help young voters understand the basics of Indonesia's political system, Pangeran and four of his friends set up Ayo Vote or Let's Vote. What was initially meant to be just a portal, Ayo Vote has grown to be a movement of sorts.
Well, I guess you can call it a youth movement, I guess. So we really want to encourage young voters' participation in this year's election because the level of apathy is very high and we are very concerned about their participation.
About half of the young voters will be voting for the first time, and Ayo Vote has taken some creative steps to woo them.
Our kind of events, we're trying to make it cool. We're trying to make it fun for them to come. We held some events, some discussion in the malls. Mall is not really a suitable place to hold political discussion, right? But we are there and they did come.
Besides malls, Ayo Vote has been invited by churches and Indonesian embassies in neighboring countries to encourage voters, especially young, to participate in the country's democratic process. Political apathy among young Indonesians could be one reason why overall voter turnout fell from 92% in 1999 to 72% 5 years ago. But several studies suggest a bigger worry. There's a growing disappointment among the Indonesian public on those elected to sit over there in that building, the parliament. Now, high-level corruption among some of the House members is cited as the main reason for the low level of trust on the country's legislative arm. And abstaining from voting, they say, would be best for Indonesia. Sujadi Siswo, Channel NewsAsia, Jakarta.